My future wife, after this, I need your honest answer. Before you say anything, before you decide what this video means to you, I want you to pause. Not because I want you to be careful with your words, but because I need you to feel mine. This isn't a proposal. It's not a fairy tale moment. There's no music, no perfect lighting, no perfect version of me. It's just real. And real isn't always romantic. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's slow, and sometimes it hurts before it heals. But I'm speaking to you as the man who's been thinking deeply. Not about weddings or rings or matching outfits, but about life. About what happens when the spotlight fades. About what kind of partner I need to be for you, and what kind of woman I'm hoping you are ready to become with me. Because before we call each other husband and wife, we need to call each other honest. And right now, I need yours. I need to ask you this. From the bottom of my heart, are you truly ready for what this takes? Not the pretty parts. Not the Instagram posts or the cozy nights watching movies. I mean the hard parts. The parts where I disappoint you. Where you disappoint me. Where we misunderstand each other and sit in the same room, feeling miles apart. Are you ready for the parts where I'm not my best, where I'm quiet, lost in my head, dealing with things I don't know how to explain yet? Because I need a wife who doesn't just love the good in me. I need one who sees the dark, the tired, the scared, and still says, I'm not leaving. Not because it's easy. Not because I'm perfect, but because you know love isn't a feeling. It's a choice you make even when you don't feel like making it. And I promise you, I'll do the same. I won't run when you're tired. I won't disappear when you're overwhelmed. I won't use your bad days against you. But this can't just be about what I'll give. This has to be about what we give. Together, side by side. Even when we don't agree, even when we both want space, but still choose to stay in the same room, because this love is bigger than pride. I'm asking for a real one who knows how to admit when she's wrong, one who still chooses softness, even when the world tells her to go cold, one who doesn't shut down when things get complicated, but leans in and says, let's fix this together. Because I want forever with someone who understands that forever isn't a destination. It's a decision we make every morning when we wake up, again and again and again. So I need your answer. Not now, not rushed, not filtered to sound good, but later after this video, after these words settle in your chest a bit. And when you do answer, I want the truth. Are you really ready to walk into forever with me? Not just when it's easy, but when it's heavy. I've spent time thinking about what it actually means to build a life with someone. Not the kind you post online. Not the kind where people see your smiles, but never your tears. But the kind where you show up broken, and the other person doesn't walk away. They sit next to you. That's what I want with you. That's what I'm trying to prepare myself for. But I know now, love isn't just about how you feel when things are soft and sweet. It's about how you act when things go silent, when the house is quiet, and one of us is hurting, and the other doesn't know what to say, but stays anyway. That's the kind of love I'm ready to give, and the kind of love I hope you're ready to give back. Because I won't lie to you. I'll make mistakes. I'll have days when I forget to say what's on my mind. Days when I get stuck in my own world, fighting battles you can't see. But I'll always come back to you. I'll always come back for you. But I need to know. Will you still choose me when I'm not easy to love? When I forget things? When I get distant? When I'm working late? Not because I want to avoid you, but because I want to build something solid enough to make you feel safe with me. Will you hold me accountable without trying to control me? Will you tell me the truth, even when it hurts, but do it with love? Will you talk to me, not at me, when we're frustrated and tempted to raise our voices instead of our understanding? Because I don't want the kind of love that disappears when things don't go our way. I want the kind that fights for itself, not with fists or loud words, but with grace, with patience, with quiet choices. To stay when leaving would be easier, and when it's you who feels lost, when life feels too heavy or too confusing, I want you to know this: I'll be there. Even if I don't understand everything, I'll sit with you in the dark until you're ready to step back into the light. I won't fix you because you don't need fixing. You need a partner who listens, a partner who sees you clearly, even on the days you feel invisible. And I know forever isn't some magical ride. It's work. It's choosing each other through every season, through the storms, the boredom, the stress, and yes, even the silence. That's what I'm asking you now. Not just if you want to marry me one day, but if you're ready to fight for love on the days it doesn't feel romantic. Because forever will ask us both to grow. And I'm ready to do that with you. To grow, not just into your husband, but into the kind of man who makes you proud to say yes. So take your time, think about it. Let this sit in your heart, not just your ears. And when you answer me, I don't want what sounds good. I want what's real. I've been thinking about the kind of home I want us to have. Not the building, not the furniture, but the feeling. I want our home to be the place you run to, not run from. A place where you can take off the strong face you wear for the world. Where you can be soft, tired, frustrated, messy, and still feel wanted. I want you to know you won't have to earn my love every day. You won't have to guess if I still care. You won't have to wonder where you stand in my life. Because I'll show you, in the way I speak to you, in how I protect your peace, in how I hold your heart like it's something I prayed for, because it is. But this can't be one-sided. It can't just be me promising and you nodding along. I need your truth, your real truth. Can you handle a man who's still learning how to open up, who sometimes overthinks things that should be simple, who doesn't always ask for help, but silently hopes you'll notice when he needs it? Because I need more than a wife who loves me on good days. I need a partner who understands me on the hard ones. I need someone who doesn't see my quiet moments as rejection, but as space I trust her enough to share. And I'll give you the same. Because I know you won't always be smiling. You won't always be put together. There will be days when your voice is shaky, when your faith is low, when the weight of life feels too heavy to carry with grace. And that's when I want to be the man who steps in, not to fix you, but to hold you steady. That's what this is really about. Not just love, not just titles, but partnership, companionship, standing back to back when life throws things our way. There will be weeks we're too busy, too tired, too overwhelmed to even say more than good night. But I promise this, I won't let distance build in our silence. I'll keep reaching for you. Even when you're quiet, even when you're distant, even when your eyes say more than your words. Because you're not just someone I want to sleep beside. You're someone I want to wake up fighting for. So, again, I ask you, after hearing this, after feeling everything I've said with your whole heart, do you still want this? Do you want the version of love that's imperfect but honest? Do you want a man who may not always get it right, but will never stop trying to protect what you both build? Because if you say yes, I'll be here, ready, not just to love you, but to walk through real life with you. Let's be honest now. This kind of love we're talking about. It's not the kind that shows up in movies. It's not all candlelight dinners, surprise notes, or perfect moments under the stars. This is the kind of love that shows up at 6 a.m. when one of us is running late, frustrated, tired, and the other still kisses the forehead before walking out the door. The kind that sticks around when things feel too slow, too boring, or too heavy to carry alone. I'm not trying to paint a picture of struggle, but I won't lie to you either. Marriage, partnership, forever, whatever you want to call it, it's work. Not painful work, but meaningful work. The kind that pays off in peace, not just pleasure. And I don't want us to be another story that started strong and fell apart slowly. I don't want to be that couple people whisper about what happened to them. They looked so happy. No, I want us to be happy, even when it's quiet, even when no one's watching, even when everything feels heavy, but we still choose each other. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. That's what I'm building for. And I need to know, are you ready to build it with me? Are you ready to stay when you're tempted to run? To talk when silence would feel easier? To grow, not just in love, but in patience, forgiveness, and understanding. Because I'm not just marrying the version of you I see today. I'm marrying every version that's coming. The joyful one, the hurting one, the strong one, the insecure one. I'm choosing all of her, and I want you to choose all of me too. Not just the romantic me. Not just the man who writes long messages or films, heartfelt videos, but the one who gets quiet sometimes, who still battles with things inside his head, who doesn't always have the answers, but will never stop searching for them if it means protecting this love. Because I promise, you will never have to beg me to care. You'll never have to wonder if I'm still committed. You'll never have to ask, where do I stand? Because I'll tell you every single day in the way I choose you, not with big speeches, but in small, solid actions. Like bringing you food on a hard day, like listening without fixing, like holding your hand even when we're not saying a word. That's real, and that's what I want for us. So I ask you again, softly but clearly, after hearing everything, after feeling what I feel, are you ready to walk through life? Not just the highs, but the whole journey with me. Because this is me, offering you forever. Not the perfect kind,